And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. Fantastic backcourts facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. And so I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Myers Leonard. Victor Oladipo is out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the center. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Giannis up top. Pass to DiVincenzo. Holiday, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Butler against Middleton. Fades. And the shot goes in.
When Butler's not challenging at the rim, this is the next best thing. Does a lot of his damage from the mid-range.
Now here is Holiday. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And that misses badly. Air ball. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Shots good by Butler.
Those 220 pounds came in handy. Jimmy Butler using his big body and muscling those tough shots.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Dragic. There's the pass to Giannis. Takes it from 10. And again, the Bucks miss. The Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Dragic. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, Goran Dragic has a tight handle. Really allows him to get anywhere on the court he needs to be.
Oladipo against Holiday. Rebound by the Heat.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Count the basket. And it's 6 points for Butler.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Check out the numbers for Butler. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Here's DiVincenzo. The kick out to Lopez. Bangs home the trifecta.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had. And ever since the Big 3 era ended, Miami has sort of defined middle of the pack.
Yeah, for the last 5 seasons, they haven't won more than 48 games or lost fewer than 37. This is what happens when you rarely select in the top 10 of the draft. You become reliant on free agents, and that's a tricky, sometimes heartbreaking approach.
Butler, no good. Bucks trail by 5. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Oh!
Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Poked away. Oladipo against Holiday. Lets it go from the wing. That one a little long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Holiday looking over the floor. For 3, Middleton. That one's not going to go. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Butler. Leonard trying to break free. Butler, no good. Milwaukee's gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Got a hand on it. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Lopez outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Outside Butler. There's the dish to Dragic. Back to Butler. Holiday with the block.
Terrific two-way player. Drew Holiday not giving an inch, and he sends that one way back.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
With the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Giannis. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning a championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry, and those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And so he hits both. Miami leading by 3. Pass to Adebayo. Outside Dragic. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Dragic. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Outside Dragic. Right at the free throw line. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
They get it again. Antetokounmpo. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Giannis.
Well, you love the energy that Bam Adebayo brings while he's on the floor. Great finisher who hustles nonstop. Really, the only question is how you match him up on the defensive end.
Now, here's Oladipo. His last outing, 16 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Butler. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Middleton. And those position questions you mentioned with Adebayo. A bit of a tweener in the post.
Yeah, he is. Adebayo has a game that is suited for a center. He attacks and stays close to the rim. But he's had a hard time matching up against some larger centers. And that's why we haven't seen more of him.
Now Middleton, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Here's DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here's Giannis from outside. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oladipo, the pass to Dragic. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And the Heat lead by 1.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Oladipo against Holiday. Here's Giannis. Inside. Kicks it down to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Basket, good. Lopez has got 5.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping him.
And here's Dragic. It's Oladipo on the wing. Shot, high post. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Oh, just incredible, that spin. Shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Isn't it interesting, Smitty, we're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and
Shooting too.
If that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter. You can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. Leonard hits them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. 4th, Brook Lopez.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. that's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Deflects the pass. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Floats one, and the layup is good. And the Bucks lead by 1.
To score, Holiday does not need to get all the way to the rack. He uses a wide variety of floaters in the lane.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Holiday. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. And the dunk by Giannis.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And here are the Heat now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Back to Butler. And no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Right side Holiday. He goes up again, and Antetokounmpo lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 12 in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Nunn passes to Dragic. Stolen away, and it's the Bucks on the break. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. With the floater, that one no good. Good D by Lopez. Giannis with it, now guarded by Dragic. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Heat trail by 5. To the inside, Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. Pass to Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket tonight.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Holiday. A baseline J. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got his second bucket.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Butler. Passes it to Nunn. The tray. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. Back right after this. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
I love their effort contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
On the court for Miami here in the second, they've got Robinson. Adebayo is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's none in at the one spot. Giannis passes to Ilyasova. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Matthews. Here's Butler. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Butler. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Ilyasova. Pass to DiVincenzo. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. The Heat trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Butler. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
You see the instincts of Butler on plays like this. Understands how and where to get his shots.
Giannis inside. Adebayo on him. And it's blocked. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Butler.
He's a terror in the open court. Butler can beat you with power or finesse. It doesn't matter.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Ball's knocked loose. 5 to shoot. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Leonard with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
DiVincenzo passes to Ilyasova. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. They could use a bucket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting threes.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you.
The first one falls. The Heat making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Matthews against Robinson. From the arc, hits the three-point bomb. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Fires for three. And again, the Bucks miss. For the Heat, their last game, a loss to the Hornets. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And the pass to Robinson. Here's none. 5 on the clock. They get a hand on it. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Now the Bucks moving it up. Giannis is running, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Robinson passes to Nunn. Robinson down low. He's covered by Matthews. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Robinson.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
That one is off. Second free throw, no good. Miami trailing. Here's Nunn. Passes it to Robinson. And he jams it with authority. He talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Ilyasova. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Matthews. Last season's performance for him. Put up about 12 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Steve, Kobe Bryant said that growing up in Italy gave him a huge advantage learning the fundamentals and the tactics of the game. Do you think Europe's better at developing players than the United States?
You know, I don't think they're better. I do think their system at times for certain players, they get into a system of working on their game. And I wouldn't just say fundamentals from an early age. And a lot of those guys are being able to practice with pros at an early age. I think it comes down to individuals, and also I think a lot of these parents and kids, you have to understand it starts off of making a layup versus making a 3. So I don't think that Europe is doing it better. I just think a lot of times right now we're looking at some of those European players, and they're coming over ready to play from day one versus some other players.
Here's DiVincenzo after the Heat pick up 2. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Nunn. Rebound, Milwaukee. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Robinson passes to Nunn. Robinson against Matthews. Outside Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. Leonard with the bucket.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Ilyasova. Down low. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 11 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Nunn. He has 6. They get it back. Adebayo with the bucket.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Checked in for Matthews. The Heat making a switch here. On defense, the Heat. Here's DiVincenzo. 11 points in the game. Outside Holiday. Block at 6. A floater, and it's good on the way-in. And the Bucks lead by 3.
And that's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Sees the opportunity, gets his shot inside.
Now here's Dragic. Tight defense on him. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Against Middleton. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. From deep. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
One of the better defenders in the league. Drew Holiday embraces the challenge. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic, but Drew Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on. He comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. And it's tied up with that one. And so it's Milwaukee with it. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Oladipo. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. The Heat shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And it's sent back by Lopez. Middleton outside. On the wing, Holiday. Over Leonard. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Jones with the ball for Miami. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Now here is Holiday. To the paint. Here's Williams. And Williams throws it down.
Long and wiry. Drew Holiday, tough to contain when he runs the pick and roll. Draws the defense attention, then drops the dime.
Oladipo finds Dragic. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside Holiday. Back to Connaughton. And a miss there on the triple. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Lopez. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 12 points per game last year. Just over 2 blocks and 5 rebounds. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton the pass to Williams. 1:31 left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. And Holiday has it in the corner from about 19 feet. And no good that time. And the Heat going the other way now. Jones dishes to Dragic. And Adebayo throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here is Holiday. And the Bucks miss again.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Oladipo, the pass to Dragic. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Adebayo against Lopez. Oladipo for 3. Trains the three-pointer. And it's a 5-point Heat lead.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 8. From deep 3-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Miami ahead. They're up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They took control of the game in the second quarter, coming back to take a 2-point lead into the locker room with them. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side. Guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Now here is Holiday. The kick out to Lopez. Clock is at 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Holiday against Oladipo. Free throw line jump shot. Good on the jump shot. Oladipo's got 10 points in the game. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And, you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Dragic taking his time here. Butler kicks to Oladipo. Leonard trying to break free. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Giannis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
He hits the second from the line. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Outside Dragic. Outside Butler. And they double up Butler. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo, defended by Butler. The Heat with the lead. Here's Oladipo. Goes back up. The shot missing. Good D by Holiday.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack. I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
Now here's Dragic. Outside Butler. Back to Dragic. 6 to shoot. Leonard the pass to Dragic. Looking to end his cold spell. Holiday with the defensive effort. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Middleton against Butler. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Lays it up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 22.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Middleton against Butler. Over Middleton. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Holiday gets the bucket. And now a 3-point Bucks lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Dragic kicks to Butler. The kick out to Dragic. Butler feeling out a bit. To end the drought. Great D that time from Giannis.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Here's Oladipo after Drew Holiday's score. Oladipo dishes to Dragic. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Dragic gets the bucket. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's got 22. It's hauled in by the Heat. Leonard's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's Oladipo on the wing. Over Holiday. Oladipo misses. Milwaukee leading by 3. Holiday finds Lopez. Launches it. It's not going to go for him. The Heat go the other way with it. Outside Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Oladipo dishes to Dragic. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And that's now 8 points for Goran Dragic.
Such a big part of Goran's game, the dribble drive.
Here's DiVincenzo. 11 points in the game. Here's the teardrop. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. And Miami shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, and his shot selection, iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
With some changes. Ilyasova comes in for Brook Lopez. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Chris Middleton. The Heat trail by 3. On the wing, Iguodala. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Ilyasova. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Giannis. Giannis has got 4 assists in the game. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Clock at 4. And here's Iguodala outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Ilyasova gets the bucket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Nunn passes to Leonard. Iguodala against Holiday. Outside Butler. Knocks down the 3-ball. Butler's got 15.
Nice job by Butler. Really worked on the catch-and-shoot jump shot, getting it off a little bit quicker.
To the inside. And to the Wow, hammering it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Nunn. 6 points for him. Taken away by Holiday. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results. Well, one thing the Heat have been terrific at the last few years, protecting the rim.
The Heat have taken an old-school approach to the center position, choosing physical intimidators over floor spacers.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And Miami with a change here, too. Jones checked in for Leonard. That's good from Antetokounmpo. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Nunn. Kicks to Iguodala. The dish now to Butler. Over Holiday. And it's Butler missing. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, that goes in. Matthews has got the lead up to 11 now for Milwaukee.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nunn passes to Butler. Down low, looking to end the run. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 8 points.
He's a dynamic scorer, but Jimmy Butler showing the ability to make plays for others.
Here's Connaughton, defended by Butler. Connaughton kicks to Holiday. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Nunn. 8 points for him. Pass to Butler. Here's the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 9. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Stripped away. Here's Nunn, covered by Giannis. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Outside Butler. From the line, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 16 rebounds.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. .158 left to play here in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Butler buries it from three-point range. Butler's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Heat.
Jimmy Butler, not a pure long-range shooter, but good enough to keep defenses honest.
Right side Holiday. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now Butler. He's got 18. And they double up Butler. To the paint. Here's Nunn. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. He kicks it to Ilyasova. No good on the triple. The Heat trail by 8. Here's Nunn. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after the Heat pick up 2. Here's Holiday. Miami grabs the miss. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Inside, here's Jones. Yep, that one goes in there. And now just a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
One shot.
The Bucks have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
One shot.
is Holiday. Defense right on him. Just 3 on the clock. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And we've reached the end of the third. Bucks lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Keep driving it. Get to the free throw line. Keep playing without fouling. Everybody rebound. Get a rebound. Get a rebound.
Mike Budenholzer asking his guys to be aggressive on both ends, but to stay smart about it and clean the glass.
Yeah, I mean, he wants them to get to the free throw line, but at the same time, wants to keep the other team from doing so. Really a tough balancing act.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, Bam Adebayo is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Jones. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Nunn in at the point guard.
Hey, keep the ball moving. Holiday showing good leadership, running the offense all the way through.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Matthews. And Miami with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in. The pass to Nunn. Butler against Middleton. Passes to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there it is for him. Holiday's got 10 points in just the second half.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. And here is Robinson. Outside Butler. Off the iron that time. Second shot opportunity. Lopez with the block.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Lopez right side. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. And it's Jones with the ball for the Heat. Outside Dragic. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
So it's Miami now. Adebayo, high post. Robinson up